So Ryan, for everybody, it doesn't matter whether you work out or just by a normal person, a daily protein requirement is 0.8 gram per kilogram per day. And if you shoot for 1, maybe you'll get 0.8. So that's why I tell my patients, shoot for 1 gram per kilo. From your experience, for Indian patients, when you see their protein content is low, what do you do?
So normally what we do is, as dietitians and nutritionists, we build a small chart. Each 100 grams of this food, scratch that. I tell my dietitian, who eats 100 grams of any item? Don't go as per government labeling law. Take the serving size. So if I'm going to eat kidney beans or lima beans or pinto beans, chana, rajma, lobia, those sort of beans, right? How much will I eat? 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 45 grams. Give me the protein requirement in that. And then I draw a chart out. And maybe I'll send this across to you so you can flash it on your on our podcast above our heads right now, which is like, what does 8 to 10 grams of protein look like in vegetarian and non-vegetarian food? So now that you give that information to the client, they're like, okay, I kind of follow this much. The second thing I do is, if any of my clients work out, they go for a walk, they go for yoga, jogging, weight training, anything, I say, you take 15 to 20 grams of protein post-workout if they do not have any gut issues. If there are gut issues, I never give a protein supplement because it is too concentrated and it is artificial from the perspective of nature never made something to have only protein and no fiber and no carbohydrate and no, plant compounds or other molecules in it. So this 10 to 20 grams is something that I give to all people who work out, because the moment I give 20 grams of protein, the average Indian race is between 50 to 90 kgs. And if you give 20 grams of protein, it's a equivalent of almost 1.5 meal. And the final point I tell a person is, if you're eating 3 meals a day, your breakfast, lunch and dinner should aim to hit at 20, 20, 20. So then you know that you're going to get that 200 run score if you're a Virat Kohli. Like, okay, this is my run rate, breakfast run rate, lunch run rate, dinner run rate.
Let's wait to hit the sixer on the last ball.
So the problem is the vegetarians are like the bowlers going into bat, trying to save the game. Like, not much of skill, but it's like, okay, I have to beat the target. So then we work with, my favorite is glutamine. My all-time favorite is glutamine. Glutamine is an amino acid that really makes up 60% of skeletal muscle. And so what I do is, I have my client make a vegetable juice or a fruit juice. Yeah, you just blend it. And why the juice is because in today's world, nobody has the patience to eat the vegetable plain. Like today at breakfast, I was eating plain broccoli, plain tomato, and the chef is looking at me. He's like, we can saute it for you. We can add this dressing. I'm like, plain means 0 calorie. You do anything to it, it adds more calories. I don't need that. So what I do is, when I juice it up, I get the fiber and then I add
but not that much, correct? Fiber, you do lose a little bit. You do. But still, it's okay.
You do still lose a little bit. And you know, the thought process is, people can assassinate you for juicing. People can assassinate you for eating vegetable and then combination of vegetable. I just tell people that people are eating so processed and so wrong today. At least that's nature's way of getting some of those plant compounds in you. So a teaspoon of 5 grams or 10 grams of glutamine to that, or I look at a plant-based protein powder and add it to that. You know, but personally, my story to you is, I worked for 15 years for supplement companies. I took all the supplements in the world. It did affect my gut because I have a delicate, darling gut. So today I do work out, but I don't touch a protein supplement. I am disciplined to hunt down my protein. So you will have patients who will get disciplined because they are hurting. But the normal person is not going to be disciplined. So you and I have got to cajole them, convince them to do that. And I always use this line: nutritional supplements are a convenience for your nutritional indiscipline. If I can get them more nutritionally disciplined, evolution did not go wrong for us to design supplements. It is man that has gone wrong in terms of eating habit.
No, absolutely true. Absolutely true. In fact, for my protein requirement, if I don't meet my 1 gram per kilo, I use supplement. But nowadays I have designed in such a way that I'm able to take this 1 gram just with my natural sources of protein. But do you think that this? I personally feel that the whey protein powder and all these supplements with the protein requirement does have a role in few people where they will not be able to meet their protein requirement if their gut is okay with the supplements. What do you think about it?
It's like putting a cricket team together, right? Do you want all-rounders? Do you want batsmen? Do you want bowlers? So protein is also like that. So you have the animal source of protein, plant source of protein. Then in the animal kingdom of protein, you have more robust creatine and carnosine coming in, which gives more athletic performance. Whereas a plant-based protein or dairy protein has more amino acid profile. And then comes last is soya protein, which many of us nutritionists do not want to recommend because of the genetically modified soya. But soya is still good. So it's like saying food is also like human beings. You can't call a certain human being bad, right? There's always good in somebody, but you got to find the good in that. So even with the protein supplements, for example, I was asked yesterday, what's your opinion of whey protein? I am a judge. I am neither prosecutor nor defender. I see the facts of this case. Who is the person in front of me? Allergic to milk, not allergic to milk. If allergic to milk, it's prosecuted. Go behind bars, you can't take whey. Whey is a source of milk protein, or casein is a source of milk protein. So I think, doctor, our followers, our fans can do one simple thing. When I eat the food, does it agree with me? Yes or no? If it's no, don't listen to Dr. Pal, don't listen to Ryan Fernando because they said that protein supplement is good. See how your gut feels. What is your gut feeling?
Gut feeling, correct.
And from there, go to the protein supplement and say, oh, this protein in natural form agrees with me. Like if somebody launches a broccoli protein, I'll buy it. Because broccoli agrees with me. My gut is good. I don't get gas. I have amazing potty the next day. We should talk about potty also. Nobody talks about it a lot. Everyone just talks about input. Nobody talks about the output.
That's my job.
It's a pretty crappy job.